serious issue with that position?
I don't, Your Honor. He took responsibility and was cooperative.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Before we get started, Mr. Davis had asked, I had a couple letters to give to you.
Hold on a second, let's get, is this Ms. French?
French.
Got a sentencing on Christopher Davis? Good morning, sir. You're Christopher Davis?
He did want me to request a possible.
Hold on a second until she gets up here for, look at this. Sorry. All right, okay. Yes, ma'am.
Your Honor, Mr. Davis wanted me to request, if this could be continued to a later date due to him visiting MD Anderson. There was a CT scan performed where they saw some abnormalities. They have requested that he do a follow-up visit within the next two, I'm assuming, few weeks with Dr. Rajman. And so due to that, we are requesting if this could be continued one more time for him to get some answers as to if there is actually a diagnosis.
I really would rather go ahead and go forward. I don't, well, I'm gonna obviously give Ms. French an opportunity to make argument, even though there's some long criminal history. It is old and it looks like, are you on a deferred probation in Kenny County right now? And so it looks like he's been on that probation. And this offense actually happened before that one. And so me sending him on a state jail felony to state jail at this point doesn't really make sense. Just based on the nature of how old this case is and the fact that he's already been on a felony probation that out of another county that he's been doing satisfactorily. It looks like there's no motion to revoke that probation or anything like that.
And I believe he's doing courtesy supervision here.
Okay, so I honestly, based on that, and Ms. French, do you have serious issue with that position?
I don't, Your Honor. He took responsibility and was cooperative.
I have a star next to that.
Yeah,
It's very rare. From the very beginning, took full responsibility
And
and cooperated.
even while he has been revoked so many times, as the court stated, these are old cases, and defer to the court as to a sentence on this case, particularly given these circumstances.
All right, so any of the objection then to going forward with sentencing? Then Mr. Davis, at this time in clause number 25, DCCR 0010, I'm going to find that you previously entered your plea of guilty freely and voluntarily. I'm going to, well, I guess let me go back up. I have reviewed that pre-sentence report, obviously from my statements. Y'all both have that report, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
And any additions or corrections or objections to that report?
No, Your Honor.
Mistake.
And I did receive this as well. Ms. French, if you wanted to take a look at that, it's just a letter from the defendant, his mother, and then some, any reason then not to go forward with sentencing?
No, Your Honor.
All right, so again, I'm going to find that you entered your plea of guilty previously, freely, and voluntarily. Find sufficient evidence to find you guilty, and I am at this time going to find you guilty of the state jail felony offense of theft of property. I'm going to sentence you to a term of 2 years in the state jail, but I'm going to probate that. You'll be on probation for 5 years. I'm going to order a $500 fine and that you follow all of the rules and conditions of probation. If you do that, then this is a great opportunity because you will be able to serve that 2-year sentence that I gave you while you're out on probation instead of in custody. The other side of that is if you violate any condition of probation, you can be brought back into court, your probation revoked, and you could be facing the 2-year sentence that I just gave you. Do you understand?
Yes.
I'm handing you the trial court certification that shows this was an agreement that I followed, and so you have waived your right to appeal. I have also handed you a written admonishment regarding your ineligibility to possess a firearm or ammunition. Because of the judgment entered against you, you're ineligible under Texas law to possess a firearm or ammunition. Possession of a firearm or ammunition could lead to charges against you. If you have questions about the laws that make you ineligible to possess a firearm or ammunition, or about how long that lasts, you can talk with Ms. Holmes. If you'll just have a seat here in the courtroom, probation will call you up to her desk when she's ready to go up your report. Thank you, and I'm gonna let you keep that. Good morning, you're Anthony McFarland. And Mr. McFarland, were you able to get someone hired?
Talked to, I forgot one name, but the other one was John Langston. I haven't proceeded yet to go meet with them. It's, I forgot what date they told me to, she was like, just come.
So you, Mr. McFarland, this isn't your first time coming back here, right? So I know you've heard me tell, why didn't you write things down? Where are the names of the lawyers you talked to? I told you to talk to
I was
3.
rushing this morning.
What?
So I was rushing this morning
Why?
because it was 8 o'clock and I was on my way here. I was trying to hurry up and get up to be on my way here.
Where are you coming from?
The
The West what?
West End of Phelan.
Oh, so from here in town.
Yes, ma'am.
Look, how old are you?
19.
19 years old. It's time to set your alarm, get up on time, bring here what I asked you to bring. Because I've now given you how many resets? How many times have you been here?
I only got one reset to go get a lawyer since the last time I came.
How many times have you been here in this court in front of me?
I believe it's my second time.
Okay. You have 2 weeks.
Yes, ma'am.
You don't have a whole month. You have 2 weeks. If you don't do what I asked you to do or ordered you to do, when you come back, I will raise your bond for not following the court order.
Yes,
There will be no exceptions. Do you understand? You need to get someone hired before the next court date, or you need to speak with 3 attorneys, which isn't going to be easy. You've got to start calling attorneys today. You don't know if you can hire them unless you call them and talk to them. Find out what they charge. Maybe you can afford one. You don't do everything I just told you, then when you come back, you're going to jail. That's
Yes, ma'am.
simple. Step in front of the clerk. Amon, see, are you Jessica Marie Wilkerson?
Yes, ma'am.
And do you also, has it been Otis at one point as well?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and this is cause number 15-2194. Ms. Wilkerson is on probation and there's been a motion to revoke unadjudicated probation. And what is the announcement?
Your Honor, I'm working with Buffino and trying to coordinate with Allstate about a possible settlement of this whole matter. And I think she can probably better explain it to the court.
Judge, I have spoken to Ms. Jones about this. I've spoken to Brenda in bookkeeping several times as well. She has sent me over the to-date restitution of $161,934.28. Mr. Parker and I have discussed several times a lump sum payment to be made to Allstate. I've received all their contact information. I have made multiple attempts to contact them every known possible way that bookkeeping has to contact them. I sat on hold last week with somebody who then said, well, you can call this district manager, but he's not going to answer. I left a voicemail. I will try that again if the court would give me one more chance. I think she wants to make some kind of a substantial payment, obviously not anywhere near the 161, but if they're in a position to want to settle the matter for 50 or 60,000 and she has that, I ask the court allow us to try to make that happen.
Sure. So we'll.
If not, we have another way to work it out.
Okay, and there's really, that's the main issue, right?
Yes.
Everything else is fine. All right, so I'll just do a normal reset. Ms. Wilkerson, make sure you stay in touch with obviously your probation officer and Mr. Parker, and then we'll see what kind of information we can get hopefully before that next court date. All right, you're pretty good. Thank you, Ms. Jones. It was nice to meet you.
I'll get you these. I'll give you